You're listening to the Heart and Soul podcast with Kathryn Banco. I'm on a mission to celebrate breakthrough, empowerment, and shameless living in the lives of women everywhere. Join me and let's live unashamed together.
That we watch.
I don't know.
I mean, I watch White Lotus. Do you watch White Lotus?
I haven't started it yet.
Wait, at all?
No, like I've watched the first 2 seasons.
Okay, good.
I haven't started this season.
Okay, yeah. You gotta do that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Heart and Soul.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
I was just kind of telling her, like, every month you're in a different country, and I just look at your life, and I'm like, where is she now?
I'm right here in North Carolina.
I know we're here at the same time.
We are.
I went to Texas,
I saw that.
so that's my other country.
It is a country in and of itself.
It was good. I got to meet my niece. My brother had a baby in November, and I still haven't met her.
Wow.
So she's so cute, and she's
What's her name?
her name's Campbell.
Cute.
I know. I love
I
it.
like that.
She's really, really chill. Like, I thought Coco was a chill baby. She's not anymore. She's actually psychotic, which I can get into. But this baby, I heard her make a noise, and it was like, eh.
And
I was
that
like,
was it.
Is this
Great
real?
when people get lucky like that.
I know.
Like, cool.
I know.
Like a stuffed animal.
Congratulations.
A stuffed animal. Cool. Really cool. You just throw it around and it's happy. It's like concrete smile.
Throw it around.
There.
Coco right now is really Velcro-y. Like,
Yeah.
she is separation anxiety for me. So, which is like sweet in theory. It's like, oh my gosh, she obviously loves me the most. I hate it because if I'm in the same room as her and she knows it,
Game over.
scream bloody murder until I touch her. That's why I had to get babysitter now for the first time ever for a
No way.
podcast.
Is your mom watching her?
My aunt.
Your aunt.
Yeah. My mom's not here.
Dang. Oh, yeah. Or else she would just
She would
have to be
be,
here.
it's hard. It's like
Well,
really hard.
She was like that too.
I've kind of started like not yelling at her, so don't come at me, but like getting mad at her.
Yeah.
Like she just screamed. And I'm like,
too.
I literally will look at her and be like, what? Like, what is it?
Anything that needs you.
That much? Like, I can't
It's
take a bite of food.
so I get it.
can't go pee pee.
Yeah.
I can't even fold the laundry.
No, without it.
Because that takes 2 hands.
Yeah, that's true.
And she could literally be right here and I'm folding laundry. And she's like,
I mean, I can't imagine. The only thing I can compare it to is Levi. Like, if I stop petting him, he's scratching at me. And he's like, are you freaking kidding me? Why aren't you petting me
yeah.
all your free time? And I'm like, well, I have to type with 2 hands because I have a job to feed your ass.
Like, I might need to get a nanny
Yeah, you might.
just until she starts school.
Bad. That's not a bad idea.
Anyone, any listeners
Anybody out there?
want a nanny? My baby? Just a couple hours a week. Just a few hours a
Right?
week.
Just enough to fold some laundry.
Enough to fold laundry, enough to record a podcast, and
Yeah, find somebody to do all those things.
huh?
Unless you find somebody to do all those things.
Yeah, I get a personal assistant.
She records the podcast for you.
I just use AI.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. How are you?
I am good. How are you? I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm like trying to think.
Your hair's so
going on?
cute. I don't think your hair was bob.
I
but your
know, and
hair
I think at this point it was
was it?
it was Bob because we recorded at
recorded
the end
in
of
January.
January. Yeah, so I did it right before Christmas, but it's at that stage now that it's like I need to make that decision if I'm gonna cut it again. It's like kind of getting to the long awkward phase where like if it gets a little longer.
I think you should keep the bob.
Yeah, I know. I think I should too. It's just going to be expensive to keep up because, I color it, but also
Trim.
trim, doing that and getting a real proper trim because with a bob, you can't really go to like just great clips like I used
No,
to.
you gotta go to.
You really got to
Oh.
go to the salon and get someone proper to do it. So it is.
So it's like $50 for a trim. Sometimes 70.
Girl, I see. Probably going to be around 100. But she did so good that
Yeah.
like worth it.
Yeah, totally.
But and I'm gonna just girl math it that like all the times that I went to Great Clips for my little trim when I had long hair, where it was $10, I was saving to have the proper trim.
no, girl math. That makes total sense.
I just saved. I saved more money
And also,
than
you know what?
spent.
It's the way you look. So
It's the way you
on
look.
it.
It's right there, right in your face.
You know,
It is.
you can't ignore it. I think
Around your
so
face.
cute.
So thank you.
I need to get a haircut. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about Bachelor and Love Is Blind.
Yeah, we need to. Which one do you want to talk?
Maybe Bachelor
Okay.
because
Because were you as shook as
last night
girls were? Yeah.
do we
Yeah.
wait
Where do we?
we've never talked about it.
Oh my
What do you think about the season? No, what do you think about the
We
season?
talked about you. It's okay. It's all right.
Am I having amnesia?
Have 2 babies.
I don't remember a
You
damn
mom.
thing.
You busy mom. We talked at the end of January and we just kind of talked about Grant and the girls a little bit and like
Oh,
what we thought.
it was like first episode.
Yeah. It was like maybe we were like an episode or 2 in. Maybe not even. It was like maybe first impression rose or something and then
Right,
whatever.
right.
But I just want to point, and it makes sense because I just want to point out last night I got really confused and clicked my TV to see what episode we were on.
It's only 5 episodes.
We are on episode 5 and we're at 4.
We're at hometown.
People. Yeah.
So hometowns are at 6. They shorten the seasons after
I didn't realize that.
after Golden Bachelor.
Okay. I didn't realize that because
Because Jim's
I
season was shorter too.
was so confused. I don't think we've ever eliminated 3 girls at once and been like, all right, now it's hometowns. It would have been a top 6. I feel like there would have been like, wow, gone are the years
Gone are the years. Let's go, honey.
where we used to eliminate one by one.
One by one.
Now it's like 5 gone, 10 gone, 3 gone, 3 gone, and then it's hometown.
I know, because we went from 25 to 4 in 5 episodes.
That's wild.
Uh-huh.
So I got really confused last night. I was like, are we really this? We're in?
What do you feel about? Do you like the shorter seasons or
No.
you like it longer?
I like it longer because I don't know. It just feels rushed. I'm like, okay, we're already in. And you know what? That makes sense because I'm like, we're already abroad, but they've been doing the thing where it's like literally after night 1, when he meets everyone for the first time, they wake up, they maybe have a date or 2 in like 1 episode in LA, but then it's like, all right, we're going abroad. And, it's
And
like,
we're not just going to Cincinnati like we used to go to.
No,
They used to do like some local.
Canada even. Like, just go somewhere around here.
They used to do like a
Like a
U.S.
state.
trip.
Yeah, like a different state.
Now it's like, no, we're going straight to Madrid.
Yeah.
They
And I
also-
mean, good for them that like these girls get a cool trip, get to see Madrid. But I think it's really fast.
It is fast.
And I even if they were to have gone down to a bottom, like remove 1 and then 2 next week, or 2 and then 1. I don't know. It's just like
I agree. You know, speaking of gone are the times. Gone are the times of just the old Bachelor era formula working.
yeah.
Not that and I don't mean working in the sense that they get married. I mean working for an entertainment value sake.
Yeah, I'm not that entertained.
Listen, I will never stop watching,
Me neither.
you know.
At this point.
But at this point in my Bachelor, life, I'm walking away and I'm doing stuff while it's on in the background. Sometimes I'm not even looking at it. I'm just listening.
literally.
I'm listening. It's like
Okay.
a podcast.
Okay, but last night, I'm not joking that it was the complete opposite for me, where I was looking at it and not hearing a thing because I was making ice cream in my Ninja Creamy. And if anybody has,
But did you have subtitles on?
no, because I was like, it takes like 5 minutes.
And you know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I was like, I am not gonna miss a thing. And truly, if anyone has one of those, they know that it is louder. It can wake up your neighbors.
One of my soul girls
So loud.
just told me to get that.
It is incredible.
I
Like
think we would love it.
we've only made like protein
Protein ice cream.
Yeah, and that's great and all, but like it's not, as good as like if I'm literally making like the half and half, like
It ain't tonight though.
yeah, like whole milk and all the stuff and all that thing. But I was just telling Mikey last night, I was like, we really need to make some like unhealthy ice cream in this thing because I had it be banging.
Yeah.
It like for it to make ice cream out of
Nothing.
nothing, basically, just
Liquid.
straight up liquid protein. I'm sold. I love it.
I'm gonna get it.
Get it.
This is not an ad, but I'm going to get it.
So, also say,
Yeah, you can literally not watch and or even listen to this episodes now because 75% of it is interviews of them being like, no, I like really like him. And like, she could be my wife, you know? Like, yeah, it could be my wife.
it could be my wife.
You know the dates. You know the princess date's gonna go like this. So you can kind of just like, she's gonna get styled, whatever. You don't even care what they look like.
No, you don't.
All you care about is
Well, and they don't even like that. She tried on like 1 or 2 outfits and then was in her party dress.
Yes.
Like, it wasn't like the fun.
give it the moment.
Like, she tries on everything. He's watching her try on all this stuff. She gets to keep it. Like, it wasn't that. It's not that anymore. I was kind of sad.
I have a lot of thoughts on this, mainly 2 really big ones. One, I think they realized that, I think Bachelor is so formulaic that they're never going to venture off of the formula. And they realize that our generation, watching our generation, is over the formula because we're onto them.
Right.
But the formula works for Golden Bachelor.
Exactly.
And they're getting views.
They are.
They're getting streams. They're getting views. Everyone loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of have this theory that because they're already getting rid of Bachelorette for next season.
Which is weird. Are they getting rid of it entirely? Are they?
I think they're just like testing it out. I think personally they're gonna. This is my theory. I think they're gonna do Bachelor in Paradise, but instead of it being people from contestants of the show, because I think the show's gonna stop eventually. I think it's gonna be like a Love Is Blind style, where they just get a bunch of singles, put them on a beach, and it's gonna be the new Bachelor in Paradise. And then I think their formula episodes are going to be all Golden Bachelor, Bachelorette.
It just like, I like Bachelor in Paradise because it's
Because you know the people.
Yeah, it's all the people you know, and then you're like excited to see who pairs up with who.
Yeah, that's true.
But I also agree with you where it was so much better. Like, Bachelor in Paradise was even better back in the day because they didn't know who was coming onto the beach and they didn't look each other up beforehand.
Correct.
Now, if they do just bring in randoms, then at least it is still entertaining because you need to pair up with people.
Yeah.
And people go home if they don't
get
paired up. And so, like, the whole concept is still entertaining. And you're right. It actually almost might be more entertaining again, like it used to be, where people didn't know who was going to.
Exactly.
And then it's truly like, okay, like, I'm actually getting to know you and I'm confused of who I'm going to pair up with because I've just gotten to know you and you.
Yeah.
I'm not like
no preconceived notions.
Exactly. So,
and also like all the very popular reality shows right now are people we don't know.
Right. Exactly.
So Love is Blind, Love Island,
mm-hmm. Pair up.
What's the other one?
Too Hot to Handle.
Whatever.
Yep.
All these, and like Netflix and all these other streaming services are willing to go to like a little more extreme drama where Bachelor is so like
family friendly.
We're on ABC.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I agree.
I think they can stick with the formula they have, but if they put new people in, it would, 1, spice things up a bit, and 2, take away from this, like, because even people who are bachelors, bachelorettes, like, they used to get like 1 million people following them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now, like, Grant maybe has like 100,000.
Yeah.
People don't care. People don't care.
They don't care. Do you think that okay, so I just want to say I was shocked by his top 4.
Shocked.
Right? I can't believe, like,
shocked about Dina and Zoe?
Literally, when he said Dina, I said, come again.
Come again.
What? I was so confused, but you know what? It makes so much sense when he was like, the one person I trust with their judgment is Dina.
Uh-huh.
And for her to say that, I really think that was a
wasn't
solid reason why Carolina went home. And it's crazy that they had that conversation beforehand.
Oh, I know.
Carolina for sure does not know that Dina threw her under the bus at the last minute.
She didn't bring it up.
She didn't bring it up either. And so I bet they're watching this back now. And I don't know if they formed a friendship, if they've talked about all of that stuff.
Carolina's done with them.
Carolina has got to be done with them. I think they're all done with her.
They're done with her.
Carolina
did that to save face. She did not do that because she cared about Dina.
No.
She did that because she thought, I'm going to hometowns. I want a good reputation. In case I don't get picked, I can still be Bachelorette.
Yeah. Exactly.
She was saving face.
She was so rude when she said goodbye to Grant. Wow.
She goes, I'm really disappointed. Is that what she said?
Yeah, I think she said, like, that was really disappointing, but
good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And didn't smile.
But you know what? The way, because it rarely goes well for one contestant to tattle on another contestant. Like, that's kind of your nail in the coffin.
So I thought Dina was going home.
But the way that Dina went about it was actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Because she said she put it in his court. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't be like, oh, she said this. All she said was, I know you to be a very intuitive and smart man. AKA, you better own up to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, be the man that we all think that you are, that we all want you to be. That was a test of his manhood.
That was.
And then she was like, and I trust you.
Trust you.
And he knew at that point because that day, when she played damsel in distress and he had to go talk to her at the date. But then after that conversation, I was like, he kind of really likes her.
Right. But
when Dina said, I know you to be intuitive and smart, he was like, well, she's so smart and she's rising me up.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, I gotta step up.
Yep.
She did it right.
She did it right. So I thought that his top 4.
Oh, yeah, let's say.
I thought his top 4 was going to be Juliana.
Yep.
What's her name?
Latia.
Alex.
Same.
And I was torn between Serafina or Carolina. I thought it'd be Serafina.
I thought it was going to be Carolina.
And
I thought they were going to keep Carolina around.
Right. Either keep her around or Serafina, because I feel like she did kind of, at first I didn't really care much about her because, I don't know, she was like, wasn't really exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was like,
kind of just
like a girl. She was
nice.
Nice.
She said,
normal girl, you know.
Had a good day.
Normal girl.
Normal girl.
Just a normal girl.
And we're just a bunch of normal girls talking about normal girls.
I was like, what do they want for entertainment? So I didn't know. And I feel like she like really came out of her shell. I really liked her in the end. But so I was like, all right, it might be Serafina then.
They kind of gave her a little bit of an edit with the car. Anytime they do a car interview, I feel like those are one of the people they're considering for Bachelorette. But I think, please don't.
Please don't.
Please don't pick Serafina for Bachelorette. We don't know her. We don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
We need Bachelorette to be in the top 3.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. This whole pulling Grant from top 7 and pulling Jen from top 6. Like, it needs to go back to what it was. Top 3.
Yeah.
Fantasy suite people become a Bachelorette.
Exactly.
Bachelor.
Because
we're invested.
They're also a little more unhinged, too, because they just, like, suffered this, like, crazy, like, heartbreak. And so now they're going to be like, I'm ready for a marriage with somebody else. It just seems wacko. And that makes for the best television.
And it used to be a lot better television.
I agree.
And am I just living in La La Land thinking this show actually used to be really good?
Yeah. No, you're not. You're not living in La La Land.
Remember like 2020 when you started watching all the old seasons?
I know.
You were texting me updates about Caitlyn and Nick. And I'm like, yes, it was just wait.
Nick's season was the best.
Nick's season was intense.
But Ari seasons. Oh my gosh.
Like, that was good.
Oh, I just watched, over the weekend, I binge watched the entire first season of Traitors, and Ari's on it. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
The first
Are you watching this season?
Of course.
We can talk Traitors.
Okay.
We can talk about Traitors,
but
too.
I was like, oh my gosh. Love Ari.
Yeah.
Like, love Ari. And he was the most hated
man in America.
Oh my God. Awful. So anyway, but
that was good television.
That was really good television, though. But he was truly unhinged. He was confused. And I was like, okay. And it makes
people
sense.
This.
Becca, who has just been like totally heartbroken, make her the Bachelorette. It just makes sense. And like, granted, she kind of like was able to fall out of that love real fast because she was so like gutted. But like, nowadays everyone's like, well, I need time to heal.
No, you don't.
I need time for myself. I need a bit of
TV show where you went on
I know. I'm like,
one date with
come
a
on.
man. You went on one date with a man. What do you need to heal from?
I know. Okay, and real quick, the way Latia was looking at Grant,
I have thoughts on Latia.
I was like, are you watching the real lives of Mormon wives or whatever?
Single lives. She's like, I will convert.
I was so scared. I was so like, she's like, her eyeballs are bugging out of her head. It's like,
But that's how she looks.
I know. I'm
Like, have you noticed that? I think she's stunning, obviously.
stunning,
But she always,
Her
if you're
eyes
watching on
are
YouTube, she's like,
wide. Her eyes are
Zoom
wide.
come on. There it goes. No, it's very wide, and she talks very slow and almost robotic.
It's weird.
It's weird.
I don't know. Okay, so who do you think is
I mean, she's going to win.
top 3, top 2, top 1?
I think Latia's 1, Juliana's 2. I think Dina's 3. Zoe's going home after her hometowns.
There is no way he's keeping Zoe around.
If Zoe, I think it's just because he thinks she's hot. Which she is. They're all hot.
I am just so confused. Like,
She didn't get a one-on-one date.
I know.
He was gonna pick Carolina though, and then I'm telling you, Dina she put him up. She said, "Be a man," and you don't tell a man that he's not a man.
Picked her because he was like, it might be a little easier to say no to her family or like say bye to her because her family apparently is unconventional. And he's like, all right, I'm not walking into like this, this tight knit where I feel like I'm going to let someone down.
Right.
Maybe he was like, all right, like it seems like a little, not easy, but like,
Yeah.
I can detach easier.
And he's
if
already
I choose her.
He's already detached because he hasn't even taken her on a one-on-one
Yeah.
date. So
So
it's an
bizarre.
easy thing to be like, I
It's
just
so
didn't have
bizarre.
enough time to get
All
to know you.
of were blindsided. All of them. Alex said she was blindsided. Carolina obviously said she was disappointed and blindsided. Serafina was devastated. Was like, what the heck? Like,
The fact that Zoe going,
Zoe was blindsided.
Zoe knew.
Yeah.
Zoe was like, I'm going
Zoe
home.
was like, I'm going home. Exactly.
And then even if you watched the rose ceremony, which that's something I actually apparently was watching, like when he handed out the third or the second rose or third rose, because there's only 4 to Dina.
Yeah.
And it had a peripheral of Zoe just being like, I'm ready. Like she was literally like, I know it's not me.
Ready to go home.
And she wasn't pissed or anything.
No.
She was just like, I'm going to look cute on camera.
It was so bizarre.
Shook.
I'm sure.
What do you think of Grant? I like him.
I like Grant. Oh my gosh. I mean, I haven't cried in a long time during the show, but like
That
I almost cried during that scene.
where he cried.
Yeah. I thought it was really sweet.
I think
it seemed real.
he loves Latia.
I think so too.
Like,
oh yeah,
she
Okay.
wins.
So Dina is
Third.
and I think Latia is going to be second, and Juliana is going to be third.
Really?
I don't.
They're
know if
definitely the top 2.
He, no, if he can. I don't know if
The Mormon stuff.
Yeah, just like being a different religion. Like I get it. Like I'm just curious how he's going to think about like how he wants to raise his kid. He's like so serious about his family and like how he wants to. I don't know. He's very, very kind about it in the moment. Because what are you going to say? Like, well, I would like somebody to share the same faith.
Yeah.
But because I don't know if he, I don't know. I feel like that might weigh on him.
I think that hometowns will be
They're very, obviously, the Mormon church, like, it is very all-consuming of, like, this is our religion, this is our way of life.
Yeah.
And whereas he is almost thinking of it more so as, like, if we are able to just teach our kids, like, God loves you.
Yeah.
Like, I am okay with that. Like, and speak kindness over our children.
Yeah. And he said that. He was like, I just want to show love and compassion.
Exactly. But I don't think that's what the Mormon church would expect. I feel like it would.
No, there's a lot of, it's
way
a
more
laid out
yeah.
plan for your life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's rigid rules.
So I don't know. I think it'll depend on when he
That's a
sees
good
her
point.
family.
That's
But
the point. It's obviously going to be Latia and Juliana top 2.
for sure.
I really like Juliana.
Me too.
Like, I would love for her to be the Bachelorette,
For sure.
but there's not going to be one.
No, there's not. But
How-
she'd be
how-
great on the beach.
How pissed would you be if you were on this season?
And they're all of a sudden like, no bachelorette.
and you're like,
Not even
I'm in the top 2. Like, I was the option.
Yeah, exactly. I was the one.
And now they're just canceling it.
I know. Yes. I do this.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good season, but it's not great.
No, and it's only been 5
5 episodes.
Anyway.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
Wow. I have a lot of thoughts on this too. I'm a little bit behind you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm on, well, and you know what? I'll tell you why I'm behind. And this is one of my thoughts. This is one of my thoughts on Love is Blind this season.
Oh, you're in.
I'm on episode 8. Okay. 8. Honeymoons.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you only have one episode in that.
Maybe I'm on episode 7.
Okay. You're on episode 7.
But this is my first thought. Why in the hippity were there 6 pod episodes?
I don't know. It was insane.
Boring.
Because we've
gone 3 pod episodes.
We get like 3 to 4 pod episodes, and then we're in Mexico for at least 2 because the drama starts unfolding there. And then
they had a bunch of vanillas though, and they were like, we got nothing.
That's why it's so confusing, because technically the next episodes are going to be 10, 11, 12, and then the reunion, I would assume. Or 13 is the weddings, maybe.
Yeah, but there used to only be 10 episodes in a season.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's a longer season. That's my complaint. I think it's too long.
So I mean, the pods was forever. I felt like I was a snoozeville.
It was 6 episodes, and let me tell you about the conversations we listened to that apparently they think we needed to see. You love Taco Bell? Oh my God, I love Taco Bell. Oh wait, you're obsessed with Christmas? Same. I'm like, are we listening to this?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
What we're listening to?
It was really confusing.
I was pissed about it.
Yeah.
I was like, are we still in the pods? Because let's be real. The pods are not the best part of the show.
No.
The worst part of the show.
No, the best part of the pods is when they come out of the pods and see each other. So, like, let's see more of that.
And I also feel like this season, the editors are leaving a lot more in of like, as like fluff, but it's not fluffy. Like they're just like lingering in on the, they see each other, the reveal, and then they're just like sitting there. And
yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think you,
yeah.
Like, I think you did.
We can move on. And then
it's like a 15-minute.
Yeah. Walking back to the room and having champagne of like, this is crazy, right? And it's like, yeah, it's freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. We know we're watching Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Get to the next reveal. It's like so annoying to me. I'm like, why am I still watching this? I've been doing the 10-second fast forward.
We still do it.
We still do it. I'm like, give me the because in 10 seconds, nothing's going to happen.
Agreed.
They're going to say, yeah, it's crazy. Do I look like you think you look? Yeah. It's weird, right?
What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of Daniel? Do you think that he knew about Taylor?
I don't know, because in that conversation where she called him out, it looked like he was like, oh,
I'm guilty.
He was like, oh, shit. Because he was like,
yeah,
I mean, if you do see me,
well, like I'm
involved before. That's when I was like, oh, she's going to find him.
Yeah.
And then she didn't.
Okay, but did he follow her and she not accept him? Or did she accept?
Because she said he followed and then unfollowed.
Private? I don't know why I thought for some reason that she followed him or he followed her and then she went to view his profile, but he wasn't technically following her yet. I don't know. Maybe not. That doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
Never mind.
I think she's private. He sent her a follow request and she accepted it.
So she did.
And then she went and looked at his profile and was like, oh, Christmas man. And then
I thought she
unfollowed her.
I thought she didn't know him, so she didn't accept it. And that's why she was like, there was enough in my bio that you would have known about my life.
Because it literally said Taco Bell Christmas.
Okay, wait, but this is my point. So because she's private, he sent her a request. She went to view him. She didn't know him. She didn't accept his request. And then he retracted his follow request. So I don't think it's going to show up that he unfollowed her because he never followed her to begin with. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's not going to show up in that unfollow app that she had because he never actually followed her.
Wait, how did he never actually follow her? Can you go back?
Because she's private. So when you're private, you have to accept somebody's follow request. She went to look at him and she's
She didn't
adamant.
accept
She
it.
didn't accept it. So she's adamant that like you know so much about me because it was in my bio. So she's not saying like you know so much about me because you followed me and you saw my account and everything. She's like, there was enough in my bio.
Yeah.
So he's not going to show up. So I think he followed her.
Yeah. Or tried to.
I tried to. I think he did. But I also can also believe that he didn't know, obviously, that she would be a part of Love is Blind.
No, I mean, it seems like this town that they're all from seems pretty small. I mean, we got people going to high school together.
Exactly. Like, they're single people. Like, I get it. I can't remember if she said they may have had mutual friends, but I was like, okay, so you have mutual friends and y'all are single and
you're hot.
You're hot. Like, he's interested. He wants to give you a little follow, maybe slide DMs.
Yeah.
Because you know he can't. Well, I guess he can. Well, I don't think you can DM somebody if they're private.
I don't know.
You're not following them.
I'm as public as can be.
I don't know. Me, same.
And you know what?
But
nobody's ever slid in my DM.
So I don't know if you can't sign someone's DMs if they're private and you're not following them. But maybe he was like, all right, I need to follow her to do that. I want to message her, whatever it is. But it didn't end up happening. And I think that that's not a crime.
I don't either. I don't think if he did do that, I don't think he's wrong. I don't think that's a reason for breaking up.
I agree. And if at the end something happens where she finds out that maybe he did follow her, so
like a con artist.
I
literally just a single man in Minnesota.
Hey, I'm like, I hope she doesn't think it's a big deal.
She seems to think it was a big deal.
Because she was right. He does have a photo on his I went and looked. He does have a photo on his page at Christmas time, but it's in front of a fireplace, and he's sitting there in front of a fireplace, but he doesn't have a drink, like he said. Like, she was like, are you in front of a Christmas tree with a drink or something? And he was like, well, I'm in front of a fireplace at Christmas time, but I don't have a drink in my hand. And he's sitting there with his dog, and it's so cute, and he's by the fireplace reading his dog.
I see this picture.
And I'm like, okay, she was right. So
it's not, I just don't think it's a big deal.
I think that it happened, and I don't think it's a big deal.
Because then you flash forward to...
is it a big deal? Because he can't just say, yes, I did that. So why is he trying to hide it?
Right. Because she's probably so adamant on like, we need to trust the experiment. We've never
you're right.
anything about it.
You're right. And he's like, I literally didn't even get to see your page. So
yeah.
I didn't know what you looked like. And I didn't know you were coming on this experiment. Sorry.
And also, her name's Taylor.
But also,
whose name isn't Taylor in our generation? So you sit in a pod and someone says,
I know.
Taylor. You're not thinking, oh, that's Tig.
But, okay, the only thing that gets me is that he was very much so saying that he is someone that remembers everything, remembers people's faces, remembers people's profile, and remembers their...
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did say that.
And they talked about what their last names are because they had so many people who their names were the same. So it was like, we're not related, are we? You know, like your dad and my dad are the same, like, everyone has the same name. So like they got to the nitty gritty of what our last names are. And for him to not like recognize her account number, like that's
because he did ask her, like, what's your handle?
What is it? Yeah, handle. That's what I'm trying to say.
Which is weird to ask someone.
That is weird. And then...
because who cares what your handle is?
Exactly. But I'm like, so...
But I still don't think that that's Connie of him, or I don't think that makes their connection not authentic.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's definitely lying, but I think it is because he's like,
nervous.
This isn't a big freaking deal. But she's making it seem like a big deal, and like we've connected in a genuine way, and I don't want her to think that like, maybe I followed you at one point, but like, I didn't know who you were. Like, I didn't know anything about you.
And I love you because of our conversation.
Because of where we've gotten. But I can understand where she feels like, did you invest too much time into us?
Because
what I look like.
Yeah.
You knew that, this is a sure
that's a good point.
Hot. So I'm going to invest in these conversations.
Because I already know I'm physically attracted to her.
Exactly.
That's true. That is true. That's a good point.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that...
And I also think that she is trying to make an excuse to break up with him because she's not attracted to him.
I think so too.
She doesn't like that he's short. I mean, let's just be honest.
I know. I feel bad for the short.
I feel bad for her too. But her face during that reveal.
It's so crazy to me. Like, truly. They've fallen in love. And she said, he is my type to a T. except a few inches shorter than I usually go for. And it's like, you physical attributes and like personal, like personality and the way that y'all talk and your values, everything
Lines up.
But because he's like 5 inches shorter than what you would typically go for, you're
And,
not into him.
and she's still,
It's so messed up. I hate this freaking world.
I know.
This generation of people like trying to date and find the love of your life, but sorry, you're like you're like 3 inches taller than me, so like maybe we'll be eye to eye if I wear platform stilettos.
And so therefore I don't love you.
Here, therefore I don't love you.
Yeah.
So over the shallowness.
Me too. Oh,
I'm sorry.
do you not stand up and preach?
I am
Look at the camera.
over it.
No, I agree. And it's like, isn't that the whole point of this experiment, to like kind of look past? But then it's also the whole point of the reality TV show is that
I know.
people are people and they see the face and they're done.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't even think he kept saying he was 5'8", which
I don't think. Yeah, I think so too.
because she looks about 5'5".
Yeah.
And she's about an inch shorter than him, inch, maybe 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's okay. Michael's 5'8".
Yeah.
5'8"? I don't know.
Mikey is 5,
I think he's 5'8", 5'9".
8 or 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're about the same height. And luckily we're short. Thank God. But like if I was maybe 1 or 2 inches shorter than Michael and I fell in love with Michael, I don't think I'd be like,
Well, I can't.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wear heels at our wedding.
Exactly.
Put
I know.
in heels.
Exactly. Put him in heels.
Do you take your call?
No, I never need to take a call. That's why I don't answer my phone calls. You know that? Why do I need to be on the phone with you when
I
you
don't.
get a proper email?
I don't even have my phone on do not disturb ever. In
Yeah.
fact, my voicemail says, "Hey, sorry you couldn't reach me. Best way to reach me is texting."
No, literally all the emails that I send, work emails, is I will be faster reach through email.
Email.
Like, do not call me.
Don't call
basically.
me. Text me or email me, and,
Yeah,
and then I'll get back to you.
yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll just email you back. Why do we need to have a phone call? Anyway.
Why do we have phones? So couples. What couples do you think are gonna make it?
None of them. Like, literally none of them.
I think that Joey and Monica might.
No.
Because they're the first reveal, and they always do that with the first reveal. The first reveal always
I
gets
don't know. Like, Joey straight up called it as it is. And,
See, I haven't gotten to where you've gotten.
oh,
But tell me.
Joe. So they meet the family.
Yeah.
And they meet Monica's family. And Monica's sister is totally bashing him to Monica, like on their separate one-on-one time, just Monica and her sister, saying like, I don't know, like seems like a con artist, like, like all of this stuff, whatever, like totally bashing the guy when they had a great time together and he was lovely and kind and there was no reason.
Yeah.
Well, she also says to her, well, I should have been the one getting married first, but I guess you can.
So the sister's jealous.
I guess it's your time.
Sister's jealous.
Sister's jealous. Sister's boyfriend dated Monica first.
I'm sorry. What?
I'm not even joking.
What is this family?
Yes. So it is bizarre. I don't know if Joey's into that.
You dated 2 sisters? Like, did they seriously date?
Not seriously date. Like, I think they went on a couple dates and they just weren't into each other. And then hitting her sister. But it's just weird when you think like...
It's a little weird.
You think my sister's attractive enough that you wanted to take her on a date.
Yeah.
So you are attracted to my sister.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be weird about that.
It's kind of weird.
It's
I'd be weird about it too.
Yeah, no. So
Oh, I didn't know that was coming.
I don't know if they'll last. I think they might get married. I don't know if they'll last. But definitely not Daniel and
Tay, no.
I just
She friend zoned him so hard.
yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And then even though their parents meet each other's parents, like they set up a meeting, like it seems really legit. He like cries to her
He
parents.
loves her.
He loves her. And
But she doesn't love him.
don't know if I feel it from her.
I don't feel it.
But we'll see. And then I don't think that Virginia and
Devin?
Devin will last.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's into it. And that's not even because she asked for a prenup.
Oh, she asked for a prenup?
Mm-hmm.
Is she like...
He's just, I think she has her own business. Like she's established. She has what
Yeah, she's like, I'm just protecting my asset.
Protect him. And
he's a PE coach.
And yeah, and he's...
Right?
I don't...
Doesn't he coach like basketball, like school basketball?
Yeah, I can't remember.
For high school or something?
Yeah, probably. But like, not just like, you just met this person.
Yeah.
So
I don't know you.
The whole point is to get married. Like, I get it. Get a prenup because you don't... This is such a gamble.
Yeah.
So,
what about Sarah and Ben?
Nope.
He's cute.
Move on.
She doesn't like him.
No. I think that there's stuff that comes out that it turns out no.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like a super Christian, right?
Yeah, there was a TikTok that an ex of his posted. I think they went on a couple dates like 4 years ago. He says he can't even remember why they stopped seeing each other. He said, I think I ghosted her. And he literally can't remember, which is totally fine because 4 years ago. And she's like, well, what then? Why is she crying in this video? Like,
and this is on the season?
This is on the season.
Oh.
It was like, I think one of the last episode, like one of the last things. And she's like saying, I'm sick and tired of Love is Blind having these terrible men on and elevating them and giving them this platform. And she was talking about him. And he was like, I literally don't know. And she's like, all right, well, if anything else, like if there's anything else you want to tell me, or else like if something else comes out, like I'm done. So I don't know.
Do you believe him?
He seems like really unsure. Yeah. Like I don't know. Like I can't. She could be crazy also and just saying whatever. You just don't know.
She seems a little. How do I word this?
I love it.
She seems stuck in her ways.
Right.
And he's stuck in his ways.
Yeah.
They should have known if political things are so important to you.
Right.
In the pods when he didn't agree or didn't necessarily not agree, but didn't have the same conviction towards something that you did. That's the type of person she is. Convicted.
For sure. And if he doesn't have
he doesn't lay in line with the same convictions as her, she seems like
that's going to be a tug and...
What's going to be a tough relationship?
Tug and pull?
Tug and war?
Tug of war? I don't know.
Tug and pull.
Tug and pull? Push and pull?
No, push and pull.
Tug and... What's tug?
Tug of war.
But
it's going to be war.
It's going to be war. Like, it's going to be war between them.
It just, like, I felt it in the pods. And they're both very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Hot couple.
Yeah.
But that's kind of all you got.
Yeah. He introduced her to his friends, and one of them is gay. And so I think that was really exciting for her.
Yeah.
But
like,
if that's really what's exciting you, is that your soon-to-be husband has one gay friend, it's like, we really got to figure out where our priorities lie.
Just got to figure out what love is.
It might be blind. It seems blind right now.
I'm telling you what, right now, love is not blind.
It's not.
It's not blind.
We need to name it something else.
We need to
but
see each other.
Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, I think this might be the least successful season of all time.
Because what we have Dave and Lauren, and that is a nightmare. Going downhill faster than a bowling
He does
ball.
not like her at all.
Yeah, no.
And let's just be honest.
He wants out so bad. He is pulling all the stops. I don't know if you got there yet.
No, I'm in the honeymoon.
When they get...
Where he just keeps asking everyone, you guys are sexy? I'm like, bro.
I love it.
Hey, so have y'all had sex yet? What about y'all?
He's having like personal one-on-one conversations with the women.
Yeah.
And like,
so Virginia, y'all doing it?
And I'm like, bro, like, what is going on? Like, this is bro talk maybe, but like, he's just broing it out with all the ladies.
It was weird. But I could tell and I think she's stunning, and I think she's sweet. Mm-hmm. She's kind of a square. Like, she's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Maybe for reality TV, that's a good thing. Yeah. You don't really want to be...
You don't want to be...
You want to be normal. She's normal.
That's why Serafina. It was like she was so normal that I was just like, I'm not entertained.
Yeah, Serafina, go home.
Oh, go home.
Get back on the apps. And he's like pissed that she dated someone
Yeah. What do you think
within
about
6
that?
months. And I'm like,
Think about that. Like, it was like they were just sleeping together for fun. It was
Yeah,
not
they were
even
hooking up.
anything serious. Yeah, they were just hooking up, and his concern now is, well, if you were doing that right before you got here, that must mean that you're not ready to be
be
married.
married. Oh,
So you're not
you are
serious
Mr.
about
Plastic
this.
Surgeon?
Yeah, it was weird.
Even though he's not a plastic surgeon.
I know.
He sells medicals.
Yeah, it's just,
He seems very like shallow and obsessed with looks, and so he's hooking up with people before he gets there.
yeah.
But he's just using that against her as like, you were in a relationship. And she's like, not really. I mean, kind of, but not really. Like, he wasn't my boyfriend.
Right. It was so weird.
He's like,
He's
why are you trying to
find a
play?
way out, and he's like, well, my boys are telling me that they know him, and he said that you guys were together like a day before you left for this show.
He's like,
hey, they meet up with her friends, and they're like, she was literally with us. Like, I don't know what this guy is.
He's sabotaging it.
Exactly. And so she's like, well, I want to get together with your friends then. We can hash this out. Like, if they got stuff they want to say about me and they, they have these questions, let's do it.
Yeah.
He's just avoiding. He's like, well, maybe it's just not the best time.
He's one of those classic douche canoes who want the girl. He wants to be so bad to the girl that she breaks up with him, and then he can play victim of, I got broken up with.
Yeah, no, he is gaslighting her so bad right now. I feel so bad. In the last episode, she's standing in the kitchen crying, thinking like she is just totally messed up this relationship.
He should have gone with Molly.
Oh, and I can't wait to see that.
Oh, yeah. They meet,
They
right?
meet. And I think he is going to be unfaithful.
Oh, I think he's going to cheat.
And it's going to make me sad.
Because
It's weird.
let's be honest. He doesn't want to get married
No.
to anyone.
No.
Not even Molly. He wants to hook up with Molly, and that's it.
Weird. So weird.
We didn't even talk about Mason, Madison, and
Who?
Mason, Madison,
God.
Alex.
I love Alex.
Love Alex.
I love him. I was so impressed that he said no to her.
Me too.
That he was truly like stuck to his guns of like, this is something I've dealt with in the past, and like I'm noticing even in our conversations and our little spit back that we're having right now, that you are not in the same like communication genre as me.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to communicate.
We're not going to vibe.
And even for her to be like, in that time she's told Mason no, and she's basically like, all right, I told him no, and like they're having their last date where you would assume he'd propose.
That would put a lot of pressure on Alex, but he was like, I don't care.
I don't care. And
This is marriage. I think that man is ready to be married.
That man is ready.
Yeah.
I was like, did him and Lauren ever connect? I don't think so.
Lauren
of Dave and Lauren.
of Dave and Lauren of Dave and Lauren. No, they would be a good match.
That's what I'm like. Both of them seem ready.
You know who would be a really good match is Alex and Taylor. That makes sense to me.
Oh, I love them. Ooh,
Yeah,
that would be a good match.
that'd be a good match. I loved him. Mason met.
He was fine. I think he was harmless.
He was harmless. I think
he got carried away.
I think he really was sexually attracted to Madison, and she would say these things. She was a little prowlette.
Sweet talker, yeah.
She knew what she was doing,
wrapped him around her finger,
and she knew like, oh, right now pull out the big stuff,
Yeah.
get a little sexual, like cream pie, whatever.
and
then
Yeah.
he's like,
and when she showed him,
she said, I need
who
affirmation.
was
He said,
that-
I'm committed to you.
exactly.
And then she took that and ran with it, and she sabotaged that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now Meg,
well, a little cuckoo, but but I kind of love her.
I kind of love her too. I was proud of her in the pods, but it seems like she and him get together.
I'm proud of her because truly, you don't know somebody. Like, yes, granted, you may have this awesome relationship with somebody, but then like you've seen it too many times on these shows where they ignore all the red flags that are right in front of them,
Right.
flags that are right in front of them, and then they're just like, I'll just take a chance. She was like, you know what? I'm good. I am good. I don't need to.
She's like, I have a little sliver of doubt because I think you like her
Exactly.
too, and I don't want to be
married,
second.
so, and I don't want to be second, and I will never know. So, good. Yeah.
Loved that.
I don't know if they actually get together. I know that the preview shows that they walk into the party together. Yeah, we haven't seen the meetup with all the people yet, where like Molly comes in and everyone and Alex and all that. So that happens.
And in that
next on Friday.
In that preview, Madison's hair be pink.
Be pink.
It's not just pink. It's pink.
Yeah,
it's like the color of this microphone.
Yeah, it's really pink.
Pink. That's all I got to say. She got pink hair.
Pink.
I guess she's an artist, so she was expressing herself.
She's a painter.
She's a painter. She's a seduction. She is a seducer.
Yeah.
What?
Seductress?
Seductress.
Is that the word? Seductress.
Yeah. Seductress. She is. She's like Nala pinning Simba and looking at him with those eyes.
Oh, cute little baby light.
You know,
Yeah,
that's Madison. She's got the eyes.
She does have the eyes.
She's stunning, but ooh,
She is really
can
cute.
play a man. What else about Love is Blind?
I think that's it.
Okay. Traitors, you love it.
Traitors.
Are you caught up?
Yeah.
This season is a hot.
Caught up. I'm caught up, but I really don't understand why, like, everyone said the first season sucked.
Oh, they did?
I feel like people were like, oh, the first season is not as good. So
No,
I ended up watching
wasn't
the
as
second.
popular first season.
Okay, maybe. Because I thought the first season was the best.
Second season was good too.
Second season was awesome. And then this season, I feel like they're just like showing us a lot of mumbo jumbo when I'm like, I just want to see the round table. And I just want to see, like, they don't show us a lot of the round table.
I know.
That when you hear all these interviews with people,
Like Wells, he sits like an hour and a half.
yeah, an hour and a half, and they said like everyone is defending themselves basically. There's so much more talk and so much more that's thrown out there than you know. And I'm like, I'd rather honestly hear that than all the like little chitter chatter around the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to see better missions.
Yeah.
I want to see better missions. I want to see people actually taking the missions into consideration. Like, I'm just not seeing a lot of like,
Because they don't care about the money. They just want to win.
they just want to win. But I'm like, I feel like we're not, it's actually just too personal. Like, I feel like they're taking their friendships into consideration.
Yep.
And they're
Well, Chriselle's just going off vibes, you know? That's what they're all doing.
it's just so crazy, the vibes. And that's why I'm like, you're not taking like relationships, or they're taking relationships and they're not doing like strategy. And clearly they are just all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, even though they did get 3 traitors at this point, but one of them they only
But they
got
got
because
traitors because the traitors are getting each other.
Exactly.
They didn't get anyone.
No, it's so true. You know who I really love?
Thompson.
Who I really loved? He's gone now. Dylan. I loved him.
Dylan's gone?
Dylan. Is his name not Dylan? Derek.
Well,
Okay.
you see, I watched Big Brother. I watched his season. He's one of the best Big Brother winners of all time.
Oh,
I
won it?
love Derek.
I love Derek, and the only reason I know is because I listened to like
Nick Files podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his interview. And we didn't get to see Derek that much, and they don't talk about personal life as much, but I just love him as a person.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
So I get it now that Danielle was so upset that she had to like go against him. But again, it's just a freaking game.
Yeah.
They're making these relationships between each other, these friendships, way too personal. I'm like,
I know.
do what you got to do. And like, it's getting to me.
Yeah.
Like,
First of all, how much do you, Danielle? I can't stand her.
I cannot stand.
They got Carolyn, and she literally did this. She somersaulted to the floor and weeping like this.
Wanted to die.
I told Michael,
I wanted to throw the
no one on planet Earth, not even a serial killer, has given me more of an ick than Danielle in this moment. I wanted to take her and throw her across the room.
How much do you just hope that Brittany throws her under the bus a second time?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I just spit so hard. Danielle bringing Brittany in.
She thinks they've got this bond. They think they've got this bond now.
Don't do it again.
Someone's going to throw someone under the bus. You know it because everyone's got speculations on both of
They're
them.
gamers. And listen, Danielle and Brittany season, again, I'm a Big Brother person. She wasn't as annoying on Big Brother.
Okay.
I'll say that. I didn't love her, but
Yeah.
she wasn't like, I cannot stand her.
Yeah.
Brittany took Danielle out the first second she got and lied to her the whole time in Big Brother.
So I'm like, is Brittany going to be loyal because it's redemption for them? But they hated each other.
They hated each other day one. I think Brittany is going to take that money and run. She should.
And
I think she
pray
can
to
get Danielle
God
out.
he does. I pray to God.
I want Brittany to win now.
I want Brittany to win. I wanted Carolyn to win so bad.
Me too.
No one was on her. And Danielle was annoying the hell out of me. And I was like,
I wanted Carolyn to win.
Get Danielle out. I feel like Carolyn was the only one. If it wasn't for Danielle, she sucks. Carolyn could have won it. Like, he was
I agree.
Loyalty vibes like Suri. Suri, is that who won?
Yeah, she won season 1.
Suri, is that how you say it? Yeah. I just, like, I can't think of anyone else other than, like, maybe Dylan that people would think is truly a faithful.
Yeah.
Like, I really thought that
Me too.
Carolyn did mess up, though. Like, Danielle obviously got her out, but it's because Carolyn got a little, she got a little messy.
With that game. Yeah, I agree.
She threw herself under the bus there, but I just...
How much do you want Dylan and Sierra to be in love right now? I don't know why I keep thinking that. She's gone. She's the Summer House girl.
I don't watch Summer House.
So
I don't know Sierra very well, other than Traitors, and I'm not pinning anybody's, like, I cannot judge anybody by their reactions on Traitors because everyone is high stress.
How about Tom Sandoval in that game where he did the music? He's like, and he's like, well, I'm the only one who has musical talent. And I'm like, well, I will give it to him. He won the game.
But you want to know what's the best? Is the first time he sings into the mic and he's like, Sam, that is awful singing.
Sam goes, that's really bad. Really bad. That's so good. He's so entertaining. The sweat stains, like, all of it. He's just like a hot mess.
He is a hot mess. And that's he's not trying to be a hot mess.
He is.
And it's
his facial expressions whenever Alan comes in a new outfit, he's stunned. He's like obsessed.
He's like about to be full.
There's this TikTok that I started following that like basically just does scenes of Tom walking around the Traitors house by himself and puts like emo music to the background of it. And it's so funny. It's like, I lost it all. He's just like walking around the corner and like no one's talking to him. It's so good. Nothing lasts forever. It's like, it's so good. Like, I love it so much. I sent it to Michael. I saved him and sent it to Michael because he's on freaking TikTok. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, he's just really entertaining. He might go really far.
He might go really far because he's Dolores' name on that board. Then Dolores writes it. They just want each other out.
They just hate each other. They're such reality TV stars, though, and not gamers. You can tell.
100% because they're taking it so personal. I'm like, y'all, this is hilarious.
And Dylan is a gamer because that man is a Survivor super fan.
So true.
He was like, when Carolyn was like, you knew me on my season. He's like, I do.
I know you.
I know you.
And you probably know.
He's like, I literally loved you.
He's like, I know that's your story. Like, I just love this. But Carolyn, when they were shocked.
Yeah.
And I just love that for Carolyn.
Me too.
That she played the best poker face and like they were truly like, if she is a traitor, like she deserves like an Oscar.
When she cried?
When she cried.
I was like, I just looked at Michael.
In real though.
I looked at Michael and I said, this could be really kind of embarrassing when they get her out and she just cried. It's like, what do you do?
Just kidding. No kidding. No, I think the tears were real though. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, they were.
I really do think she's like,
insecure about
people don't take me seriously. And in this moment now, I'm going to be out because no one takes me seriously when I'm trying to tell you like Danielle is a traitor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I think the tears were genuine and pent up stress and adrenaline and the fact that she was about to be taken out.
And Gabby pinned it at the end of that episode when she said, it's giving Bob and Rob.
It's giving Bob and Rob. And I hope that she takes that to the grave.
Me too.
And is like, don't tell anybody. Who did she say that to? Was it Brittany?
Might have been Brittany. It was Brittany because Brittany was like, she said something like, I wonder if it, like, I've trusted Danielle this whole time.
Yeah.
I wonder if it could be Danielle.
I hope that Gabby tells Dylan.
If you get Dylan, Brittany, and Gabby
But
on
Brittany's
the
a
team.
traitor now.
Oh, yeah. Dylan and Gabby are good players.
Yeah.
I would like for them to win.
Me too.
It's good. I love the show so much.
Good.
Michael loves it too. And that's why it's fun for me because
I
he doesn't
know.
really watch a lot of TV with me. But we watch this together. And
I think that Dylan has really saved Gabby's butt this game because he's put her name out there a little bit here and there. Because the Traitors were just taking people out that are like true faithfuls that people know are faithfuls that like would never vote for them.
Yeah.
You know, like someone who's not going to be voted out at round table. But because there were like inklings of doubt with like
Gabby.
Forrest, Gabby, like these
She's
people
never
have
going to
stuck
get
around.
murdered.
Yeah, she'll never get murdered because she's good shield.
Yeah.
But it's like
Keep her around and let her get Danielle out.
there's no way, even at the end with the fire pit, that anybody wouldn't choose to vote Danielle out, though. Like,
But listen,
Danielle's not going to win.
they don't see what we see. I mean, they see the tears, I guess. But
They have so much speculation, though.
if Danielle wins, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done with life.
I'm putting my TV in the trash.
Done. I will be so mad.
I'll be so mad too. You have no idea.
I will be.
When I see her face, I literally go, "What? What was that?"
Oh, my battery's low. I guess we should wrap it up.
Okay, you're right. Oh my god, I did this way too long. Now I'm going into the mic.
Oh my gosh, that was fun though.
It was fun.
That was fun. Okay, guys, we love you so much. I don't know when we'll be back. Bye.
Hi. No, but really, bye.
Thanks for listening to Heart and Soul. If this episode encouraged you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Talk to you next week.